some entrepreneur get noticed and other don't. I'm about to give you a few points. Let me go my volume. So why some entrepreneur get noticed and other don't? So I'm about to give you a few points of what is the number one reason. The number one point is being good is not enough. I'm sorry, I'm not offending you, but I have to tell you the truth because I think one of the biggest uh, lies entrepreneurs believe is that if you are really good at what you do, people eventually will find you. And I don't think that is the truth. I don't think so. You might not agree with what I'm saying, but it's true. A lot of talent people, they are saying invisible. I always speak about being visible and go live, create content for the people because that's not matter if you got a degree. I had a degree. I went to college for 2 years and I learned a bunch of things. I learned about information technology and all of that cool thing. But that's not enough. You are invisible. You are not sharing what you do, what are you passionate about. You are invisible, okay? So if you are an expert and nobody knows who you are, like how is gonna work? So you have to. I always speak about visibility. If you are an expert and you're not being visible, you are making a mistake. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be visible. I want you to go out online and I want you to create content. I want you to go live because you are amazing. But that's not enough. That is not enough, unfortunately. Okay, so being good is not enough. People will not find you. Like if you might be like an expert, I don't know, whatever your expertise is. But if people don't know you, they're not gonna find you. They don't know. You don't put your face out there. You don't show who you are, what you stand for, and I think it's wrong. Okay, I think it's very wrong. You just have to do the thing. Okay, and great product that never grow. Like if you have a product, how you gonna grow up this product? How are you gonna get sales? How are you gonna get people to promote your product? Like if you are not being visible, like you will never grow up. Unfortunately, I have to tell you the truth because I come here and I tell you I motivate you and all of that, but I also have to tell you the truth because I love you and I want you to have progress in life and I want you to step forward and I want you to take a leap of faith and do the thing, okay? And skill alone is not enough, okay? You might not agree with what I'm saying, but skill alone is not enough. We have to be visible. You have to go out online. You have to go on social media and create content so people can get to know you, okay? And point number two is the market cannot value what doesn't understand. Okay, people cannot buy what they don't understand. Okay, like if you, for example, if you have a product, but they don't know what problem it solves. Okay, they don't know. They don't understand uh, the product that you have. They don't understand what solves the problem that they have. Okay, that's very important that you do that. So, and if they don't understand, people cannot promote your product, they cannot refer your product to anybody because they don't understand. I always speak about, the problem that you always need to have a problem. If you have an offer, if you have a course, you have a program, a mastermind, it's one of the most important that I highly suggest to all my clients is that they define exactly what is the problem that they solve for you, for their ideal client, for my ideal client. For example, one of the problems that I solve for my ideal client is visibility, is lead generation, is sales. That's what I help my clients do, and they understand what I do. So I want you to comment in the comments down below What is the problem that you solve so you are clear, so you're not creating an offer out of the thin air? That's how some people say. Until you have a problem that you can solve, we're not creating offers because people are looking for solution for the problem that they are facing. So whenever you're creating an offer, whenever you're creating a course, I highly suggest that you define what is the real problem, what is the problem that they're facing. You create an offer around that problem that they have, so people will now refer you if you don't do that. Okay, people cannot remember if they don't understand what you do. It's very important that we do that. Okay, let me go over to my next point. Okay, okay. So yeah, I'm still in point number. Let me see. I'm going over my note. So I'm still in point number 2. The market cannot value what doesn't understand. I already shared that. People cannot value what they don't understand, and I already share that it always comes with a problem that you solve, because sometimes you might have a confusing messaging that you don't know who you are targeting. You have complicated explanation, and business. We have to business. You have to be like clear on your message, and don't give a lot of explanation because you have a clear problem that you solve. Okay, that's very important that you do that. So I only went over point number 2. I'm about to go to point number 3. So your message determine who you attract. Okay, your message determine who you attract. Okay, so your message is like it's acting like a lead magnet right now, whether you realize it or not. And you might have the wrong people. You might have the wrong people that you are attracting, and you're giving generic message to you're not gonna attract anybody. Okay, you're not gonna attract anybody because you're not clear who you attract. I always go over that in my program, that I always emphasize that who are the people that my client help? Who are they? What problem they solve for them? So it's very important that we go over, who are the people that you serve. Like what is their mindset? Are they people? Are they teachable? Are they people that follow whatever you tell them to do in order to solve the problem? Okay, and that's very important. Okay, so point number 4 is confused people don't move. If you are confused, they usually do not do anything. Okay, people do not do anything because if you are confused and you don't know what you're doing, people will do nothing because they are confused. They don't know what are you up to, what do you do for them, what do you do for them. Okay, and they are confused because they don't know what you do. Okay, you might have like too many offers, like I already shared. Like you really need to go deep into the problem that you solve, and you're not creating offer that does not solve problems. Because as a business owners, we are always looking for the solution for our problem in our business. Okay, so if you are not clear, people will get confused, and it is a problem. Okay, and do not have too many offers. Have an offer that have a problem. You can still have a lot of offers, but I always go deep into the number one thing, which is the problem that you're gonna solve for them in your offer. They usually do not do anything. They don't watch your video. They don't buy your offer. They don't register for your masterclass, for your event. They don't register for anything because it's not clear. Okay. and there's too many directions. Like you have to do this, you have to do that. There's a lot of confusion in that, and we're not gonna get confused. Okay, you're gonna get clear on that. Okay, let me go over my next point. And most entrepreneurs are known for nothing. I'm sorry to say that, but I have to tell you that. Okay, and when people hear your name, what do they think of? What do they think of you? What are you up to? What are your standards? For example, are you against, I don't know, let me say, are you against, believe any belief system? For example, I always speak about God, and that's my standard. I always speak about God. I always speak about that your identity comes from God. So people know me because I always speak about God, because God is the creator of everything. God created you in His image, whether you believe in Him or not. Okay, so it's very important that you have a standard of what you believe. Okay, you have to get known. If you don't get known for nothing, I'm not asking you to get controversy. Of course you can. You can get controversy because usually it's what happens. Okay, when you are against something, against a belief system, against something that you stand for. Okay, so you have to be known for something. You cannot be known for nothing, okay? Because you have to agree on something. You cannot agree on anything. You have a standard of what you stand for, what you believe, okay? What you believe, all right? For example, personal brand. Are you a person who's known for personal brand, okay? I want you to comment down below if you are building a personal brand, because right now with AI, building a personal brand is very important. Okay, it's very important that you build your personal brand. The way you do that is by going online and give your opinion, be against something, and just be yourself and get known for something. Get known for something, and you cannot be invisible. For example, you want to build a brand, you cannot be invisible. Okay, you have to go out. You have to create content. No matter if people watch your videos, no matter if you get views, no matter if you get likes. Like for example, there are days that I don't get views, I don't get likes. It does not matter for me. It should not matter for you either. You just have to create something. You have to go out there and do not get attached to the outcome. Okay, do not get attached to the outcome, because this is a long game. This is not like I'm gonna go live and you might go viral. You might go viral and get a million views. But it's an ongoing thing. Like you have to be consistent, and you have to create video. You have to go live when you can. And right now with AI, it's easier than ever. Okay, so I'm all in about being visible. Go online, no matter how you feel, no matter the results you get, no matter if you get likes, no matter if you get views. Go out there, okay? Build your personal brand. Show people what you stand for, what you believe, what are you against. And that's very important that you do that, okay? And that's also how you create authority in the marketplace, in whatever area that you are in business, or maybe you in health, or maybe you are in relationship. You become an authority when you go out there, you show who you are, and you are not hiding, and you're using the tools that God that God gave you. Okay, you are here, you're watching right now. I recommend to you right now, don't watch my video. Don't watch my video. That's what I recommend. I'm just being honest. Don't watch my video. I want you to go and create something. I want you to go live right now and be visible. Create something every single day. You don't have to, I always say that you don't have to, you don't have to be online every day, okay? You can create, you can go live, you can, with, right now with AI, it's just amazing the things that I'm doing, because I'm doing this live right now, and this live is going to be able to get view on all the platforms, and I'm not there like clicking and posting myself. It's AI who's doing all of that. It's just pretty amazing. Okay, if you're not taking advantage of AI, you're sleepy. So I don't want you to be sleepy. I want you to go out there. Don't watch my video right now. Like I'm challenge you, the people who are watching, you are watching me right now, stop. Don't come back if you don't want to. You don't have to come back. I'm not attached to anything. Okay, just go out there, because I want you to be visible. I want you to create. I want you to change people's lives, because people are waiting for you right now. So what are you doing watching me right now? No, 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 no. Go out there, go live, and change somebody's life. Okay, and that's also how you build your reputation, okay, by being known by something. Because I think I heard that from my coach the other day. If you are, I cannot remember exactly the same thing, but you always have to you always have to be against something, okay? Even if people disagree with you, even if people hate you for what you're posting online, or what your life, or what your life is about right now. What for example, I'm going live right now, and live, and against something, against you being invisible, and against that you don't believe in God, son of you, and I want you to believe in God, because how can you, you know, ignore? How can you not recognize the creator of the universe, the creator of you, that you are watching me right now? Okay, so I want you to do the thing and just go live and create something for somebody. Okay, and point number 6 is repetition create recognition. Okay, repetition create recognition. A lot of entrepreneurs, they get bored repeating themselves, but the audience, they're just getting started. They're just getting started to notice, what are you up to. So um, you always have to do that. So repetition create recognition. For example, if you go live for example, how to attract clients, or how to lose weight, you're always speaking about the same thing. The same thing. That's how people call it, the same thing. You're speaking about, getting lean by the end of the summer. You're always speaking about that. So repetition create recognition. People recognize you. Maybe you have a magic pill. Why not? Maybe you have a magic um, recipe that you can help people lose weight. I used to be in the weight in the weight loss industry, and I got to learn amazing things about losing weight. And I know some of you who are watching right now, you're an expert, and you have to go out there and show people what you do, because repetition create recognition, and people recognize you. Your audience recognize you, because some of the things that I noticed is that some people that now the people that are watching, majority of them, they are now followers. Majority of them are now followers. That's what I'm noticing in all my platforms, that only maybe like 5%, 1% of the people who are watching my content are followers. I mean, so the people that are watching my content, they are now followers. There are people who don't know me. It's every single day. I mean, not post. I don't post. My AI posts for me. So, and I get a bunch of views. Sometimes I get 200 views, 5 views. It does not matter. It does not matter how many views you get, because you are living in your purpose, and you are not living for the likes. You are not living for the comments. You are not living for the views. You are living in your purpose, and you creating content because you want to help people. Like, how can people know you if you are not creating content, if you're not going live, and it's a big mistake, okay? Because right now, you don't even have to go live right now because AI right now, you can clone yourself and your your AI twin can create content for you. If you don't want to go live, if you don't want to do the things that I'm doing right now, if you don't want to do it, you can just create an AI twin of yourself, and this AI twin, from what I heard from somebody, now that I've not have done it myself, is that your AI twin can go live for you. I don't even think that's a good idea, but if you don't want to show your face, if you don't want to show who you are, use your AI twin. Hire somebody or learn how to create your AI twin, okay? Because different people watch your content. Not the same followers, the same people who watches you are gonna see the same. Are gonna see the same, okay? Different people watch. Different people watch this at the same time, different times. And point number 7 is visibility without positioning create noises. Okay, so a lot of people are visible and they are not positioning. Okay, then I don't know how long this live is gonna be. Let me take a look. Okay, it's 21 minutes. Okay, it's good timing. Okay, let me go over my notes. Okay, so my next point is visibility without positioning create noise. So a lot of people are visible, but they are not positioning. Okay, they don't know what they're speaking about. They put content, they put random content out there, random posting, and I think it's very wrong. So you have to get positioning in something that you are clear about, and you're not just putting any content out there doesn't make no sense. Okay, like for example, like what I'm saying, how do I say? It might not make sense to you. Okay, but the people that are on call to help, they might rationing, they might understand what I'm saying, okay? And it's also a lack of identity. I always speak about identity. That's one of my subjects. Even though I'm not an expert in identity, that's what I have discovered for myself, that we don't believe in ourselves, and we have a lack of identity. We don't believe in who you are, and it's very wrong because you're not gonna find. Let me tell you something. You're not gonna find your identity out there. You find your identity in Christ, in Jesus Christ, who died for you, who died for your sin, and until you recognize who you are, that God created you on His image, that you might not be perfect for your family, you might not be perfect for your husband, you might not be perfect for your wife, you might not be perfect for whatever, but for God you are perfect because He created you in His image. And even though we have mistake, you are His son, you are His daughter, who God created you on His image. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. And I can tell you that from experience, because I had an identity issues until I discovered who I am, until until I discovered who I am. Because you have to look for the answer. The answer's not gonna. You have to dig in. You have to look for the answer. Okay, it's not gonna just. You have to look. You have to search, and I'm sure you're gonna find the answer because I found it. Okay, and point number 8 is opportunity follow clarity. Opportunity follow clarity. When people understand who you are, what you do, why you stand for, why it matters, opportunity become easier to attract. Okay, it become easy to attract because you can get referrals, you can get speaking gigs, you can get partnerships, you can get clients, you can get networking, you can get a lot of bunch of things at the same time, okay? And I'm about to go live on PowerPoint to show you a basic presentation that I just did um, on these points that I just shared. So last point is opportunity follow clarity. People understand who you are. When people understand who you are, what you stand for, what you do, what it matters, opportunity becomes easier to attract. Referrals is easier. Speaking gigs are easier. Partnerships are easy. Clients are easier. Networking is a lot easier when you do that. And also content, because for example, I don't know how long I'm gonna have here, but that's why I always speak about with my clients and some of you watching that, for example, if you are hosting an event and you're not being visible online, you're not posting, you're not using the tools that God gave you. If you are inviting somebody, for example, to fill your event, a partner that can fill your event, if you are not being visible, if you're not online, you're not showing your face, you're not showing who you are, they're not just good. They're not gonna collaborate with you. I'm sorry, I have to tell you the truth because I have to tell you the truth. Okay, I always have to tell you the truth. So you have to go online, you have to create content. If you don't have any audience, if you don't have anybody to fill your event, if you don't have anybody to attract what you do, and you, for example, you go and invite somebody to fill your event, to create a partnership, to create a collaboration. If you are invisible, they might not partner with you. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to tell you the truth. They might not partner with you because you are being invisible. You're not being visible, and you're not showing who you are, what are you stand for. Okay, let me go over, and I'm about to give you a summary of what I shared before this live ends. Okay. So let me go over my notes, give you a summary of what I shared today. It's a quick summary. So I share why some entrepreneurs get noticed in others don't. Okay. And the point number one that I share is being good is not enough. I share that one of the biggest lies that entrepreneurs believe is that if you are really good at what you do, eventually people will find you. It's not gonna happen. I don't think that is the whole through. Okay, I don't think that's the whole through, because a lot of people, maybe some of you watching right now, you're very talented and you are staying invisible. Nobody knows who you are because you are not going live. You are being invisible and nobody knows who you are. Okay, you're an expert. You have an expertise on something. Okay, and I also share why skill alone is not enough. It always comes down to visibility. Like all the time, it comes down to visibility, because if you are not being visible, people don't know you. They don't know what you do for them. Okay, and point number two is the market cannot value what does not understand. Okay, people cannot buy what they don't understand. I share that that people, they will refer you if they understand what you do. Okay, so people cannot remember what they don't understand. That's very important. It may you might have a confusing message, a complicated explanation, okay, on your offer. Okay, and point number three is your message determine who you attract. Your message is acting like a lead magnet right now, because you're attracting the people. You're attracting the people for your business, for your offer, whether you realize it or not. You are like a lead magnet for people out there. If you're not using your mouth to speak, you're not being visible, is wrong. Okay, so I want you to be visible. I want you to go. Uh, you notice that I'm repeating myself and I'm saying, "Oh, go live, be visible," because it's the number one problem that we all face as entrepreneur. Okay, and it's very important that you go over and watch the replay. Okay. And point number 4 is confused people don't move. Okay, if you are confused, people will not move because they don't know what you're speaking about. They are confused. You have confused buyers. You have too many offers that don't solve a problem. You don't have to start with a big problem. You can start with one problem. That's what I suggest my clients. You start with one problem, one small problem. For example, how to attract people. That's one problem. For example, how to get sales. That's another problem. Different problems, okay? It's different layers in business, okay? Too many offers, too many direction, lack of clarity, okay? And point number 5 is most entrepreneurs are known for nothing. And I already share that you might get offended from what I'm saying, but I'm telling you the truth. When people hear you, what do they think of? Okay, what do you stand for? What do you believe? Are you building a brand on something? Okay, are you building authority in the marketplace? Are you building a reputation? Okay, what do you stand for in your business? What do you speak? What do you speak online? What do you stand for? What do you believe? What you are against? That's very important. Okay. And point number 6 is repetition create recognition. A lot of entrepreneurs get bored repeating themselves. You know, you get bored. I get bored sometimes repeating myself. But that's my message. So because your audience, some of your audience, they might getting started because some people, you know, some of your followers, they are your followers and they might be on their own on their way and now they might not be like watching your content. They might not be watching your content because of some they might be depressed or something. And some of your followers, you know, they are not watching your content. And some they're gonna wake up one day and they're gonna watch your content and they know what you do. So you always speak about, you always repeating your core message, okay? You're always being consistent. You always speak about the same thing, and you might get bored. I get bored sometimes speaking about the same thing. And point number 7 is visibility without positioning create noises. Okay, so a lot of people are visible, but they're not positioning. Okay, they're putting random content out there, random posting out there, and I also share it's a lack of identity. Okay, visibility without positioning create noises, and also one of the points is lack of identity, that you don't believe in who you are, you don't believe in what you do, and that's wrong. Okay, and the last point is opportunity follow clarity. Opportunity follow clarity. When people understand who you are, what you do, what you stand for, and why it matters, opportunity becomes easier to attract. I'm sorry for the noise. Opportunity becomes easier to attract. You get more referrals, you get more speaking gigs, you get more partnerships, you get more clients, you get to network better, okay? And I'm going to go live on PowerPoint to show you some of these points that I shared with you today, okay? I want you to go and watch the replay from what I shared today because it's very important for you that you do this, okay? That's all I wanted to share with you today. God bless you. Let's make 2026 our best year in God, in finance, in business, in wealth, in relationship, in everything that you want to create this year. And let's just lock in because it's the middle of the year and you need to have a new goal. If you achieve your goal or if you didn't achieve your goals, this is your opportunity, this is your chance to to get your goals and achieve your goal before Christmas, because Christmas is here in 6 months. Christmas is gonna be here, and it's very important that we are being visible. We are creating content, and I promise you, it's gonna pay off. Okay, I promise you it's gonna pay off, even if you don't think it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it because you're gonna make it work. Because you're gonna go out there, you're gonna create content, you're gonna be visible. Even if you don't get viewed, even if you don't get clients, even if you don't get any sales, I promise you it's gonna pay off one day, because this business is an ongoing thing. It's not like I do this thing today and tomorrow it's gonna finish. No, it's an ongoing thing. You have to go live, even if you can maybe go live twice a month. Or, I mean, not twice a month. That's horrible. Twice a week, or every day. Okay, I promise you, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna. If I'm telling you this from experience, because sometimes I do create content and it doesn't get view, it doesn't get any likes. And at the end, when I'm noticing, you get views, you get likes, people are commenting, and it's just amazing. Okay, even if you don't think your content is attracting people, it's attracting somebody. And even if you don't think it's gonna get any view, it's gonna get view. It's gonna get you clients. It's gonna get you leads. It's gonna get you sales. And let's make 2026 our best year in life. God bless you. That's what I wanted to share with you today. And I am about to go live in a little bit in PowerPoint. And I hope you learn something today. I want you to comment in the comments down below if you learn something. I want you to comment the word visibility, because I always use this word, because that's a problem we all face, that we are not visible. You might notice that I'm repeating myself, saying the same thing all over, because I experienced that, I discovered that, and I want to make you aware of that. Okay, I want to make you aware of what is happening behind you. Okay, so God bless you. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Go live, create something, change somebody's life, and it's gonna be all good. You gotta go to the next level, and don't give up. Keep on moving every day. Okay. God bless you. Have a great day, and comment down below if you get any value from what I shared today. From what I shared today. Okay. God bless you. Bye. Have a great day.